Dear friends, maybe now, please welcome Honorable Dr. Harshvardhan, our Honorable Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Science and Technology, and
for the last couple of days. So this contribution of our warriors will always be remembered. It will go down in history as a, I think, it will be written in golden letters, and country will always remain indebted to them. So I wish to congratulate all of you on this Doctors' Day. Our Prime Minister, COVID, and I'm told that there are great people like Dr. Shashank Joshi, Dr. Yash Gulati, Dr. Anjali Chabaria, Dr. Mohsin Wali. Padam Shri Dr. Mohsin Wali is from the same alma mater that I had the privilege to study in. Dr. Ross Walker, and I've been told Mr. Sangram Singh is also participating, and I'm sure there must be many others who are very important people who are participating in this.
Government of Maharashtra.
dear friends, now we would like to start our panel discussion, which comprises of one of the most prestigious doctors in our country, who are Dr. Shashank Joshi, a renowned endocrinologist, Dr. Mohsin Wali, a renowned cardiologist, Dr. Anjali Chabria, a renowned psychiatrist, and Dr. Yash Gulati, a renowned orthopediatrician, which will be
things like I can speak about things. And Dr. Yash is a fantastic speaker. So now he'll tell me, he'll guide me what is he's up to and about himself. Welcome, sir.
Hello, thank you, Dr. Sunita Dubey. Thank you. I can see very familiar faces. And now we can't meet in person, so we've been meeting on screens more often than in person. So first of all, my congratulations to all the doctors community on the Doctors' Day. And I'm very proud to be a doctor. And I often say that with the changing times, we also have to change a little bit with time. And I have always been saying that, you know, I only say two or three things for the doctor is that keep your self-esteem high, keep your morale high, and do your work honestly, and don't worry about anything else, because we are answerable more to ourselves than to anybody else, and we are answerable to God. Patient is our God, and we do our best. So this is our motto. If some people in society are thinking differently because of their own motives, well, they'll come back to senses. So we have to keep doing our best. Now these COVID times and lockdown time and post lockdown time have been very trying for the doctors, for the patient, for the society at large. So I have been asked to address the issue from the point of view of an orthopedic surgeon. So I leave the other issues, psychological and all other diabetes, heart thing, to my other friends. And I'll also leave the economic aspects of this to our other colleagues. So my job here today is only to say a few things from my orthopedic surgeon point of view. So what I have discovered is that during the lockdown and post lockdown, still there are a lot of people who are in lockdown because elderly people are still not venturing out, and other people are also going out only for bare essential things, and they're trying to avoid going out as much as possible. So still we are in a way a partial lockdown. So what has happened from orthopedic point of view is that there's been lack of exercise and its consequences. There's been lack of exposure to sun outdoors and its consequences. And because of staying prolonged time indoors, not necessarily in ergonomic situations, you know,
Mhm.
bad postures, all these things have had its own effect on myofascial pains, new pains, or recurrence of the previous myofascial pains. People have been on the computers, on the phones, you know, trying to get a degree from WhatsApp University and trying to do things on the social media all time on the computer. So there have been increased incidence of repetitive stress injuries, you know, in the fingers, carpal tunnels, elbows, and all these things. So these things have happened. The other thing is that because people have been confined indoors, there's been a huge effect on the psychology. There's been depression, and that itself has caused exaggeration of the previous myofascial pain. Or if there was a small problem, it got exaggerated. So I'm sure my colleague will talk more about the psychological aspect of it. But for any doctor, it's very important that psychology of the patient plays a large part, because as even Kabir said, that chinta aisi dakini kaat kaleja khaye, baid bechara kya kare, kahan tak maram lagaye. So all these things, factors have been very, very important, and people have been overeating or undereating. There have been all kind of dogmas, and these things have also affected the immunity of the people. All these things have affected. So let's understand why all these things have affected our bone and joint, because bone ultimately is kind of, if you see under a microscope, it's a kind of a mesh. It's a protein mesh on which calcium is deposited, and vitamin D helps in bringing the calcium to the body, to the bone. And vitamin D is made in the sun, but we don't have exposure to sun, so we are deficient in vitamin D. So most vegetarians are deficient in vitamin D, and very few non-veg foods also have vitamin D, and not every meat has vitamin D. So we have to get this thing clear, because with people being indoors, not doing exercise, especially elderly, people have developed osteoporosis, osteomalacia, and those who had it before, it has got exaggerated. So what is the effect? That bones become fragile. So when bones become fragile, especially in elderly, they get what is known as fragility fractures, or fractures without any injury, just they're standing and they fall and they get a fracture. Especially in elderly is very, very important. Fractures around the hip, and if they don't treat these fractures around the hip, don't fix them, either change the hip or fix it, they get all sorts of complications of bed sore, pneumonias, thrombosis, embolism, and people can die because of this. But the thing is, the relatives and patient themselves have been very scared to come to the hospital during this time. They say, no, we'll keep in bed and we'll see what happens. But that is a dangerous strategy. So we have been reassuring patients that, look, hospitals are taking precautions. There are COVID, non-COVID area, all kind of precautions are being taken. There is negative section pressure in the patients where they are COVID patients. They are absolutely separated, because we believe in the principle of primus non nocere, as Hippocrates said, and that no more harm should be done to the patient than he already has. So it is our duty as a doctor, as an institution, to reassure people and to make and tell them that, look, these emergencies should not be ignored, because they can be life-threatening. So same thing applies even to Dr. Wali sitting here, others are sitting, heart diseases, kidney diseases, liver diseases. So these things should not be ignored, and it is the duty of me as a doctor, hospital administrators, society, our leaders, to make sure that we have enough beds available for non-COVID diseases also. Because this has been, last 2-3 months, I have felt that as though there is no other disease in this world except COVID now. But that is not true, because other people are suffering. So let us make sure that these people are reassured and they get their treatment properly. The other thing is that people have been sitting at home, their immunity has decreased. So what makes our immunity? Activity, exercise, strengthening ourselves, taking vitamins. So if you are deficient in vitamin D, take vitamin D. You're deficient in vitamin B12, take it. So some diets may have it. Otherwise, you take they are easily available. Supplementations are available. People must take balanced diets, because take good protein diet. Hydrate yourself sitting inside. You must know your salt content, especially elderly people. If you have low salt diet, they tend to have giddiness, fall down, and have fractures. Similarly, people on diuretics, make sure your potassium content is okay. Talk to your doctor. So all these things are very important in maintaining your health and your immunity. Other thing is, I'm sure my colleague will say that positive outlook has definite relation to immunity. So we are going through difficult times, but this too shall pass, and we will come back to normal. I'm sure we will be fine. It's just a matter of time. My father often used to tell me कि शम्मा बुझ जाए तो फिर से जल सकती है, कश्ती दरे तूफान से निकल सकती है, गम न कर अपना इरादा न बदल, किस्मत किसी वक्त बदल सकती है. ये टाइम सब बदलेंगे, and we all will do well. Keep your morale high. And one thing which I will want to tell people today is that you must keep yourself physically as well as mentally strong. Do your exercises. I posted some videos on the YouTube, which are some exercises which people can do at home. You don't have to go to physiotherapist. Learn these exercises, do yoga, make sure you maintain your posture correctly. Don't keep sitting in front of the TV all the time. And those elderly people, they have so much of experience in life. Share it with your youngsters. You know, when you're sitting at home, tell them to read religious books, tell them all your experiences. So you must spend your time in a constructive manner for any age group. Those who are going out, take care, take precaution, use your mask, keep your distancing, and you have to keep safe. Because remember, life is motion and motion is life. And even in Ramayana, it is said that Pehla Sukh Nirogi Kaya. So apni, you have to save yourself, save others, be considerate to others, but you must keep yourself strong physically, mentally, do your exercises, do your yoga.
A lot of body pain, and
Yeah.
especially the joint pain.
That's right.
So what
So about these aches and pains, you see, as we said, that lack of exercise is an important cause of stiffness, you know, and that causes pain in different joints. People who are already affected with some kind of arthritis, whether it is age-related osteoarthritis or inflammatory type of arthropathy, for example, rheumatoid, etc. Stiffness is a very important part of it. See, pain causes stiffness, stiffness causes pain, it becomes a vicious cycle. And people who do not do exercise also become stiff, and that becomes painful. Similarly, lack of exercise can cause a lot of pain in the back. So in one word, lack of exercise is a very important cause of pain. Second thing, as we were mentioning, that lack of vitamin D, osteomalacia, all these things can cause severe body ache, myalgias, myopathies. I've seen people with severe deficiency of vitamin D who could not even get out of chair. And in 6 weeks of vitamin D therapy, they got better. Similarly, patients with osteoporosis can have unexplained aches and pain. So to summarize, these pains can be due to some deficiency in vitamins like vitamin D or other vitamins, vitamin B12, or there can be some kind of myopathy related to take your disease modifying drugs properly. If somebody is deficient in vitamin D, take that. If somebody is deficient in B12, take that. If somebody has arthritis, continue to keep on doing your exercises which physiotherapist taught you earlier, and please take care of your posture, because bad posture is again very important cause of continuing aches and pain which are not explained. And another important thing is uncontrolled diabetes. Myopathies related to other causes can also be cause of unexplained pain, and stress itself is a cause of aches and pains which are not explained by any organic causes. So these things should be kept in mind. But also remember that in some people, some organic diseases like myeloma, etc., can also give rise to unexplained pain. So if somebody is not getting better with the measures which we are talking about, please talk to your doctor that we are not dealing with some other serious issue. So I think these some tips, and I just summarize in one thing is that I always say that life is motion, motion is life. Keep moving, keep doing your exercises, deep breathing exercises, yoga, other body exercises. As I said, I have already posted some videos on the YouTube. You can go through them, simple exercises. So just keep moving. That's the one word I can say.
Thank you, Dr. Gulati. But I was seeing, we are receiving so many messages for you. There's why,
Yeah.
you know, all this right now people are at home, they're working from home, sitting on the chair, 8 hours, you know, a lot of, so how, you tell me one single possible way to reduce the stiffness without going anywhere right now, what they're asking.
There
So
are
how to manage the back system, back stiffness, how to?
Very simple exercises which can be done. You can either go on the net or you go through my video, whatever, just to, or you can learn yoga. So yoga is nothing but a kind of physiotherapy. So just do these exercises and don't keep sitting in front of TV. People are doing binge TV watching, you know, serial after serial after serial, because they have nothing to do. But this is very harmful. Don't be sitting on social media all the time. So all these, and plus try and tell yourself that this will pass. I mean, some people have lost their jobs, some people have got half salary, some people are very insecure about their business. So everything will come back, because this stress itself is a very common cause of aches and pains, which may not have any organic origin. So we have been given this difficult situation. We have to fight it out. I mean, that's the only way. If we don't fight, we will wither. So we have to fight it out. They say when going goes tough, get going. So we have to be tough and fight it out.
So, Doctor, what I understood, one single advice you would like to give the people who are hearing you and watching
Activity.
you, one single word from the one orthopedist.
Activity.
Okay, great. So you all have to be active, physically, mentally, emotionally, from everywhere. You have to be active. So we cop up the whole stress and win again back from the COVID.
One word cure: activity, in every form, as you said.
Yeah. So you are advising all kind of activity within the house, maybe exercising, maybe skipping, maybe yoga, maybe pranayam, maybe whatever, Surya Namaskar. All is included in activity. So activity
Absolutely.
in this place, in-house activity, Dr. Gulati is telling about it. So please follow the instruction and be active, be happy, be stressless for him. So I thank you so much, Dr. Gulati.
Dr.